The Broncos have been in 3 overtime games this year. They won them all.
Got him.
Got him at the 40. It's Thomas at the 50. Stiff arm got him free to the 30, to the 20. Thomas to the 10. Denver's going on to New England. They win it on the first play of overtime.
Damn. I don't even know where to start with this. I mean, the first thing, you got to talk about is Demaryius Thomas. And if you don't know, Demaryius Thomas was a great wide receiver for the Denver Broncos for about 7 years. Passed away last night at the age of 33. Oh my God. It's crazy. Life is just, it's just crazy how, wow, I don't even know where to start with all this. It's got me speechless right now. I literally have been trying to think all day of how to talk about this, but, so 33 is insanely young. It's crazy how life works. I don't even know what to talk about with Demaryius Thomas. All I'm going to say is the holidays are coming up. Just spend the time with the people you love. That's all you can do. Make sure when you see them, you tell them you love them. And just appreciate every moment you have, because you never know it's going to be the last. And just, damn. Oh, my God. It's insane. He retired from football 6 months ago. He was just getting ready to start the second half of his life. It just ends just like that. Rest in peace, Demaryius Thomas. Prayers up to his family and his friends and all of his loved ones. Just make sure you spend the holidays with the people you love. Make sure you let them know you love them, and don't take any moment for granted, because you never know when it's going to be your last. All right, well, let's get into the rest of the NFL and the sports world. Let's jump right into it. What's up, everybody? I hope everyone's having a great day, and thank you for tuning into a new episode of the Sports Raid. Before we get started, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about one of our sponsors, BLK Water. BLK Water is a fulvic mineral water with a great amount of electrolytes, antioxidants, a high pH plus level, and is all natural. It comes in amazing different flavors and has amazing health benefits. So if you want black water and amazing flavors, just go over to blkwater.com and use code BLKRAID for 20% off any purchase. Thank you guys, and enjoy the episode. With my NFL picks. Last week was a tough one. But last night I did pick the Steelers to win, and they sold on me, being down 29, making a comeback and not being able to pull it off. I'm not even start cursing. But so before we get into the picks, I do want to talk about, so we got a lot of big things coming up. I've launched a Twitch. I've started streaming on Twitch, if you didn't know. I'm going to the Eagles game. I'm going to make a video there with my friends. I got different types of videos coming out. Just pushing out different content. I also am going to have, I think we're going to go back to the double podcast 2 times a week. All I know is this Tuesday or Wednesday, just depending on when I get home. I'm going back home on Sunday. So timing and stuff, got to see what it is. I'm going to do a bowl special. I'm going to do all my bowl picks, only my bowl picks, and give you guys those picks for the upcoming bowl games. It is bowl season, baby. So let's get into this week. Ravens-Browns. This game was atrocious last time. If Lamar throws another 4 picks and the Browns don't capitalize, I don't know what to say. I really thought the Browns were a playoff team. I really, really did. I really did think the Browns were a legit playoff team this year. It probably is not going to happen. Unfortunately for them, it probably won't. I'm going to say the Ravens win. Ravens know they would love a nice win right now. They're going to need one after last week's tough loss. By the way, people bashing on John Harbaugh for going for 2 there. You know, that's one of those things that if you get it, you're a genius. If you don't, you look like an idiot. I respect the hell out of the move. I do not blame him. It was a great move. What can you say? He basically just put everything out there. It's like, we're going to win this game right here, right now. No questions about it. And you know what they did? They didn't win, but their offense was struggling. Their offense couldn't go down the field. They only scored twice the whole game. That Steelers defense had their number. I don't blame them. I respect the decision. So I got the Ravens beating the Browns. Next up, Chiefs, Raiders. I'm going to take the Chiefs to beat the Raiders by a pretty handily margin. Like I've been saying the last few weeks, the Chiefs are back. The Chiefs are red hot right now. They are cooking. Nobody's going to slow them down for a while. I got the Chiefs winning this one. I don't think it's going to be very close. I think it might be the last time these two teams faced off. I mean, they're cooking right now. Next up, we have the Titans and the Jaguars. Like I said, the Titans need a big win here. The Titans are going to need a big win with the playoffs looming around the corner. They know that they're going to need a win because, you know, the Colts are sneaking up on them. I know the Colts have a tough schedule, but the Colts are sneaking up on them, and we have no clue what's going to happen to this wild card, especially on either side, really. They're both a disaster right now. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but I do think that the Titans snag a much-needed victory this week. Next up, the most unwatchable football game I may have ever seen, Saints, Jets. You know, if the Saints had not Trevor Siemian, Jameis Winston, I would be willing to watch it. But without Jameis Winston, they're pitiful. They're horrible. It's no fun to watch them. No, I'm not going to waste my time. I think the Saints are going to win just because the Jets are the Jets, and I think Zach Wilson is going to be atrocious for the rest of the year. I still have hope that he can be a good quarterback, but not this year. He's not turned anything around. Give me the who'd I say? The Saints. Next up, Washington and Dallas. Oh my God, am I gonna really say this? I really have to say this. I want the Cowboys to win. I'm cheering for the Cowboys. I really don't like doing this. I really don't, but I have to because the Eagles are not winning the division. And I do think the Cowboys win. I think the Cowboys team is – I think the Cowboys team are right in between the Cardinals, Packers, Bucks. I think that them and the Rams, and then it's the rest. Then it's like the Niners, Vikings, Eagles, Washington, Carolina, like those teams. So I think they get a pretty solid win here over the Washington football team, which is it would be extremely helpful for me. And I think they do. I think they do pull it off. Next up, another pitiful game, Carolina and Atlanta. I'm going to take Carolina just because I'm picking who the better team is in this scenario because they're both awful. They're both really, really bad. So got to go with just who's the better team. It's Carolina. I'm taking Carolina to win this one. And I think it might – it's tough, though, because Carolina has played horrible the last few weeks, though. I'm sticking with my gut. I'm taking Carolina to win. Next up, Seattle, Houston, another game that's going to not be so fun to watch. Seattle won a big game last week. I think they get another win here. Seattle's going to be a sneaky team. Depending on where the playoff picture falls, Seattle's going to be a sneaky team. Don't count them out just yet. Do not count out the Seattle Seahawks quite just yet. I'm not saying they're going to get in, but I'm saying if Seattle makes this nice little run at the end of the season, nice little push, it could trickle their way into the playoffs. I wouldn't be shocked. Don't count out the Seahawks quite yet. Next up, Detroit and Denver. Oh my God, some of these games. I'm going to take Denver just because it would be awesome to see the Lions win again. The Lions get a win streak. That'd be dope. It's not happening. It's not happening. Lions are not going to win. Give me Seattle, or not Seattle. Give me the Broncos. Chargers, Giants. Chargers are going to win. The Giants they get these little sparks here and there. This is not going to be one of them. I think the Chargers win this game. I'm not going to say comfortably, but they're going to win the game. The Chargers are in basically, I wouldn't say a must win, but it's a pretty needed win if they want to find themselves playing in mid-January. Give me the Chargers. Next up, we got the Bengals and the 49ers. Ooh, this is a good one. This is going to be a good one. I am going to take the bet. I don't know. I'm going to take the Bengals. I swear we see a different Bengals team every week. We didn't see a good version of them last week. We'll see a good one this week. Give me the Bengals. That's literally all you can really base it off of at this point, I guess. Bengals are such, nobody can get a grasp on them. Their offense is good. Their defense likes to be flustery at times, but Bengals get a nice solid win. Next up, Bucks, and I'm also cheering for the Bengals. Bucks, Bills. Give me the Bucks. The Bills have just looked not good. Just not good recently. The Bucks are starting to get hot again. Listen, Tom Brady hot, not something you want to deal with. Give me the Bucks. Next up, Sunday Night Football, Bears, Packers. I'm going on the record here. I'm taking the Bears to win. There's just something telling me Justin Fields pulls off this upset. I don't know what it is. It's just one of those games. It's a perfect trap game for a team listen, the Packers haven't won off the bye in 4 years. The Bears just lost a bad game, a game they very well should have won, but they got beat down pretty bad. It wasn't pretty. I'm just saying. I'm taking the Bears to beat the Packers. So come Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, whatever, next time, we'll post this and we'll be like, hey, Cole was right, because the Bears are going to beat the Packers this Sunday. And then Monday Night Football, Cardinals, Rams. I'm taking the Cardinals. The Rams have been spiraling and struggling. I think the Cardinals are their offense is back, and this is gonna be a big game because this is what can catapult Kyler Murray back up top the MVP conversation. Speaking of the MVP conversation, you know what time it is. My top 5 MVP candidates heading in to week 14. Starting off at number 5. Number 5 kind of is just there. The other 4, I think, got a realistic shot. Number 5 is kind of just there. Dak Prescott. I'm not Dak Prescott. Justin Herbert. He played amazing last week. And if the Chargers get in, it's going to be on his account. It's going to be on the way he's led this team, the way he's led the offense. It's going to be on Justin Herbert's account. Give me Justin Herbert at number 5. Dak Prescott's my honorable mention. Number 4, Jonathan Taylor. This guy's insane. He balls out week after week, puts up good numbers consistently, basically is the workhorse of that offense. He's helped Carson Wentz look so good, improve so much this year, and I'm happy to see Carson improve. Give me just Jonathan Taylor at number 4. Number 3, these top 3 are my serious ones. These guys, number 3 kind of just slowly worked his way up. Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to drop this week after they lose to the Bears, but Aaron Rodgers is number 3. Just that defense has been so hit or miss. He has had so many cut out. We're back to the snowball. Got it. He's had so many injuries and things not go his way. Yeah, the whole vaccine thing, that was just so stupid on his account. And Antonio Brown, they're both idiots for that. I mean, I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers win, but I think you definitely have to have him in your top 3. And number 2 is Kyler Murray. Like I said, him and Tom Brady have been atop it all year. Kyler Murray has been balling, but he missed those 3 weeks, and that is the sole reason why I'm putting Tom Brady over him. He's going to have a big game coming up this week against LA and big games the rest of the year. And I still think he definitely can win it, but Tom Brady's got to be number 1. If Kyler Murray didn't win those three games, he would be a lock. I would be throwing my mortgage, doubling my student loans, all of it I would be putting on Kyler Murray, but he missed those 3 games. That matters. Those are my top 5 MVP candidates heading into week 14. And now let's do my playoff picture. Starting with the number 1 seed in the AFC, finishing the year at 13-4. They will, if this is my prediction, that they will finish the year, including their current win streak, on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 game win streak. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. They've been red hot. We know how I feel about the Chiefs. We knew I never really doubted the Chiefs. I never really, we're like, oh, the Chiefs, But they're going to be number 1. Number 2 also would be finishing the year on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, winning 8 of their last, what would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoa, winning 11 of their last 12. I'm going to go the Patriots. The New England Patriots. They have been cooking recently, and I think their only loss is going to be the second time they face the Bills. I do think them and the Bills split it, but I do think the Patriots come out on top of the division at 12-5, because I do have the Bills losing this week to the Bucs, which would make them 11-6, and that leads us into a stretch of 3 11-6 teams. At number 3, give me the Baltimore Ravens. That Steelers performance was pitiful. They're going to lose to the Packers and to the Rams in that Packers next week, the Rams in week 17. Other than that, they're going to they're going to run the table other than that. And I'm going to put them at the number 3 seed. At number 4, give me the Tennessee Titans. I think they have a slip up against the Dolphins and the Steelers if next week. I think that's what keeps not. Listen, the Titans, Ryan Tannehill, I mean, he's looked good at times, but without Derrick Henry, they're not the same team. If they had Derrick Henry, I might take him to go to the Super Bowl. I really might take him to go to the Super Bowl, but they don't have Derrick Henry. They have Mickelson or whatever. Give me the Titans at number 4. At number 5, I have the Buffalo Bills. I already touched on them. Bills are good. The Bills are still good. I know they've been struggling a little bit here and there. They got a nice little stretch. After this week, they have the Panthers. That's a win. Patriots, already said they're going to win that. Falcons, Jets. They have a nice little stretch to end the season. I don't really see a way they miss the playoffs. Give me the Bills. Number 6, the Indianapolis Colts. I have the Colts losing. They're on a bye. I have the Colts losing next week to the Patriots, and then I have them winning out, beating the Cardinals, the Raiders, and the Jags. The Cardinals are going to have a little slip up there in a very high-scoring, competitive game, but I'm going to take the Colts over to sit at the number 60. Now, if they don't beat the Cardinals, I don't think they make it. That's the crazy part. But at number 7, the number 7 and number 18 are the number 7 Chargers, number 8 Bengals, tied at 10-7, and it's going to have come down to the fact the Bengals couldn't beat Justin Herbert and the Chargers last week. That's what's going to be the killer for them. That's what's going to cost them a playoff spot. Listen, that defense, that team has been both 2 inconsistent teams, just can't seem to get their footing, can't seem to show how good they actually are. It's going to come back to bite them. Give me the. It's going to come back to bite the Bengals. Give me the Chargers at number 7. And now for my NFC playoff picture. Number 1. Arizona Cardinals, 14-3. I said their only loss the rest of the way is going to be the Colts. When they've been healthy, they've been the best team in football. It's insane how good they are. I'm so happy to see Zach Ertz and Kyler Murray playing so well. Give me the Cardinals. Another team is going to end the season on a nice win streak. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 game win streak to have closed out the season. I'm going to take Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as the number 2. You can't really bet against Brady. We're in December. Betting against Brady is never a good idea. Never a good idea December through February. Give me the Bucs. Number 3, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. And the reason they're not the number 1 seed is because they are going to lose to the Chicago Bears this week. Just the way it's going to work. It is the perfect storm for a Bears upset. And I just think the way the rest of the schedule looks, I think the two teams ahead of them just dominate. At number 4, sitting at 10-7, I have the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the thing about the Cowboys is I think Washington's going to be balls to the wall, know they got to get a nice win against them. Week 16, they win. Week 17, Arizona, just a better team. They win. Cowboys already clinched the division. Cowboys can't even move up or down. They're sitting locked at the 4 seed. Why not? Why not just bench your starters? They're going to bench their starters. They're going to give their guys rest. Eagles will win week 18. So I think that's crazy how the Cowboys are going to end the year on a 3-game losing streak. Just the way I look at it. But they would still not only be locked in the division, but locked in their spot. But hey, they could be, they could win all 3 of those games. I'm not saying they're definitely going to lose, but Cowboys have been, they haven't been the same team the last few weeks. Next up, the number 5 seed at 12-5, the LA Rams. I think the Rams, they got their footing back. I think they slip up this week against the Cardinals, but I think they go on a nice stretch of wins against some tough teams. But hey, listen, here's the scary part. They could lose to Seattle. They could lose to Minnesota. They could lose to Baltimore, and they can lose to San Francisco. They could listen. The way the Rams have been playing, if the Rams lost out and missed the playoffs, not shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. Do I think it's going to happen? No, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Rams are going to not run the table, but they're going to get these nice little wins to end the season, and they're going to put themselves at the number 5 seed. At the number 6 seed, sitting at 9-8, the Washington football team. Here's how I see Washington's season going the rest of the way. Dallas, loss. Eagles, loss. Dallas, win. Eagles, win. Giants, win. They end the season on a nice little 3-game win streak. They find their way into the playoffs after, they're on a nice little 4-game win streak. But, Washington tends to be – the NFC East tends to split. The NFC East is they tend to split games with each other. Now, there is everyone – obviously there's occasions where that doesn't happen. Usually it ends up being the Giants sweeping Washington or Washington sweeping Philly. But, I think the gap between Philly and Washington is so tight. I think they definitely split. The Cowboys love to split with the division. They love it's actually their favorite. Next up, the number 7 seed at 9-8. I didn't have them last week because I had the 49ers beating the Seahawks. The only change I made was there is no changes I made. That was the only thing that really impacted the playoffs that I got wrong, and that was that. And that means that San Francisco moves to 8-9, and the Eagles still sit at 9-8. So the Eagles grab the 7th seed and make the playoffs. God, I really hope so. Let's look at what I see the rest of the Eagles season going, because we know they got an easy schedule. Washington win, Giants win, Washington lost, Dallas win. I already been over reasons why. The Eagles are another one. They love to split. They just love to split with the division, except usually they like to sweep the Giants. It's weird because the Giants like to sweep Washington. Washington likes to sweep the Eagles. The Eagles like to sweep the Giants, and nobody sweeps Dallas. Dallas just splits with everybody. Now, but most of the time they do end up splitting. But if there are sweeps, it's usually one of those 3 scenarios. But that's what I see happen. I don't see a realistic way the Eagles miss the playoffs, because let's look at San Francisco, what I had. All right. I mean, if they lose to Cincinnati this week, or if they beat Cincinnati, I think they beat Atlanta. I think they lose to Tennessee, beat Houston, and then lose to LA the last week of the season, because LA's still going to be trying to sneak into that division title. So that is my playoff predictions. No college football this week. I got a college football special episode coming out. I will also have an NBA/college basketball episode special, probably the following Tuesday, like right before Christmas, right around Christmas, coming out, breaking down everything, all my thoughts leading from this point in the NBA season. And I have a lot of things in the work. We got a lot of big things coming. I know the episodes have been shorter and less quality, finishing up school, so I'm kind of just trying to get these episodes out there, give you my thoughts and stuff. But the quality's going back up. We got the camera charger. We got everything. We're rolling. We are ready for this. I'm excited. We got a big month ahead of us. Thank you guys for watching this episode of The Sports Raid. Take care. Happy holidays, and thank you.